When Simon swears and he's quite posh, it sounds better, doesn't it? A bloody professional.
Do you know what, quickly before we move on to this?
Yeah.
The guy messaged me about the cup final Friday night.
Oh, Bayern Munich, they won.
Yeah, he said his name was Sam. They won.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
someone,
on pens.
Yeah, under the floodlights as well.
Yeah, he's like, can I get a call back, please?
A call back?
He's like, I was told to call in to update the Bayern Munich's final.
Or phone us. 03717223334. Jamie, I never thought to say this, but I agree with Jamie Hara. He made a very good point. If Jurgen Klopp's coming out saying that there's an agenda against Liverpool and the referee's making decisions that are going against Liverpool, well, the biggest decision was not sending off Diogo Jota,
yeah.
and he scores the winning goal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that simple. I also felt that not every, because quite often it doesn't happen, but in the majority of football matches, there are decisions that you hate as a manager that go against you and go for you. And you could look back and find loads of decisions Jurgen Klopp's got and loads that have gone against Jurgen Klopp. For him to come out and question Ryan Mason, questioning whether or not certain players should have been left on the field or not, and come out and say Ryan has to worry about other stuff. All managers moan.
Yeah.
So don't say that manager shouldn't be moaning. I thought that that Jota on Skip, I thought was too high, the boot, and I thought it should have gone. But at the same time, I did think, well, Skip slightly lowered his head and he's entitled to go for that ball, right? It was dangerous, so I thought that should have been a red card. Your view on that? Yeah,
I thought when you put your foot that high and you rake someone's face, for me it's a red card, 100%. Whereas on the flip side, Skip's tackle on Diaz, I didn't think was.
See, I did. But I'm in the minority here.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I thought he won the ball, and then where's he supposed to land his foot? It's unfortunate that Diaz's foot was there. But when you toe the ball in that motion, you can't then decide where your foot lands.
No, I know, but if that foot, instead of it being Diaz's, would have been his 5-year-old daughter, would he have still done that challenge? Do you think so?
Yeah, he would have had to, because at times there's only so many places you can put your foot in that scenario.
Okay, all right.
But Jota's was, but I mean, I've watched that Jurgen Klopp sprint. I can't stop laughing.
What was his hammy?
I can't stop laughing.
That's amazing.
But it's awful the way he's screaming in his face.
He shouldn't do that.
Well, what's he expect? What's he expect the
He
reaction?
only got a yellow card for that as well.
And then he runs back and pulls a hammy. That
was amazing.
That's golden, that.
Yeah, that is golden. And then he's walking about afterwards, limping, congratulating all these players. We'll talk about that. Spurs fans and Liverpool fans, you can have your say on that. 03717223334. Just staying with Liverpool for a moment. Trent's cross for the goal was fantastic. It's the second time that Trent Alexander-Arnold has assisted in 5 games on the bounce in the Premier League.
This new formation. In midfield, his range of passing, he is phenomenal. And I mean, phenomenal. Like, he's got the crossing, he's got the passing. He looks brilliant. And I said it, didn't I, on the show? Well, we spoke about it, that because there were some reports, people saying, should Liverpool let him go? And I was like, absolutely not. Because if say he was playing for Pep...
Liverpool would never let him go. If
he was playing for Pep in that inverted role, fullback, with his range of ability of passing, he'd be unstoppable.
Yeah.
So, but no, the way he's playing is... We know defensively he struggles a bit. So what do? You put him into a situation where he's not got to defend as much, and you get more of his ability going forward out of him as a player. So he hasn't got to worry about defending. And in this role, he's playing really well.
Let's talk a bit about Spurs, shall we? They keep conceding goals. They keep conceding lots of them early on. 13 goals they've conceded now in the opening 15 minutes. Well, can you put your finger on that? They were 2-0 down to United, 3-0 down to Liverpool, 5-0 down to Newcastle in 20 minutes. Why do they keep going behind? Why do they keep going behind quickly as well?
It's one of them where, are they going out with the wrong mentality? There's so many different things where you go, well, what's going on? Why are they having to come back from games? But listen, I know they lost yesterday, right? And as a manager, I think it annoys you and you can't accept it, but you can accept it, that Lucas Moura makes that mistake at the end and he gets punished.
That was awful.
So as a manager, you go, listen, it's not great, but I can live with it. What you can't live with is how reckless Romero is every single game. That's a concern, because he gives a penalty yesterday. He's been sent off. He makes them type of challenges all the time, and just at times he doesn't get punished for it. They talk about an experienced defender, someone who's won the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? Who some people were saying is one of the best centre halves in the country. He can't be. No, he can't be. When you're that reckless, I mean, what's he going to ground there for anyway? Just stay on your feet. But he does. Honestly, he does this every single game, and it just doesn't get punished. So if you're a manager, you start thinking, well, he almost becomes a liability. Do I keep playing him because he's the best we got? And again, when you look at Eric Dyer, I know obviously he's got his faults. He's not the quickest. But it must be incredibly difficult playing next to someone like that when you don't know what they're going to do. Like, where's the partnership? Like, he just goes off on his own.
What do you think Harry Kane's going to do next season when Spurs? I mean, do you think his decision will be made by games like this?
Yeah, well, I think it was made by the games like this, games like Newcastle.
Yeah.
For sure, because, again, great finish, by the way. That's not an easy finish.
Great cross as well. I mean, he turned Van Dijk inside out.
Oh, my, Perisic, wow. Van Dijk, I thought he did the cruise ship.
See, Perisic, I think he's wasted playing wing-back or even
No, but that's what he plays, though.
I know, but I just think he's such a brilliant attacking winger.
But did you see Kane's pass, cross?
For
Romero when he hits the post?
Yeah.
Getting class.
Because that would work 3 times, I think Spurs are unlucky.
I generally think, I know you've got legacy and you might not want to go to Chelsea, but I think generally Chelsea will drop a bid in there just to tempt the waters.
Maybe.
If it's 120 million and Daniel Levy's a businessman, how do you not take that?
Remind me what happens if Man United put in a bid of 100 and Chelsea put in a bid of 120 and Kane wants to go to the lower bidder. What happens?
What's it? If Kane wants to go to United, which is lower?
Yeah. What does Daniel Levy do? How does that work?
He'll just go, listen, we've not met the valuation, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, okay.
He's that stubborn. But I don't know Harry Kane, but when I know people that know him, and he seems to be really settled in London. His family's settled in London.
I've heard that.
He doesn't want to go anywhere. So then if that's the case and Chelsea come, I know you've talked about legacy, but if Chelsea come with 130, 140 million bid, and he's got Pochettino there who do you know what I mean? Them two are tight.
Yeah.
Why would he not?
That win for Liverpool puts them 5th in the Premier League now. They are 7 points behind Man United. They've played 33, so they have 5 left. United have played 32. Liverpool chances top 4, is it too late?
I think it's too late. I think the top 4 is now, as is the Arsenal, the 2 Manchester clubs and Newcastle. I think that's it. But, I mean, Liverpool playing in the Europa League, it's a weird one because I'd love to know from Liverpool fans if they actually want to play in that competition.
Ask the question.
Liverpool fans, do you want to play in the Europa League next season?
Do you want to play Thursday night football? Or no football?
Or none?
Or no European football?
My dad's adamant, it's been I mean, Chelsea ain't going to get no Europe, but he would have said if they were floating around it, he don't want none.
I totally agree with you. Do you as an Arsenal fan?
Well, I've had it.
I know, but did you want it?
What, Thursday night football?
Yeah.
No, I want Champions League.
No, but would you rather have no European football than Thursday night football? That's the question.
Well, so if we finish in Europe again, say we hadn't had the season we've had, and it looked like we were battling for 5th, 6th, no, leave us out of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Leave us out of it.
Okay.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.